This month is the celebration of Israel's Independence Day and the return of the Jewish people to their homeland from almost 150 countries. This return is called Aliyah, which in Hebrew means to ascend. Now, why do you think they chose that word to describe modern immigration to Israel? And is there a lesson in this for all of us? Well, welcome to this week's Shabbat Shalom devotional, when I just try to share a little inspiration, maybe bring a little peace to the close of your very busy week. A special term from the Hebrew Bible is used to describe the process of immigrating to Israel. As I said, it is called Aliyah. It was used in ancient times in reference to Jewish pilgrims ascending to Jerusalem for the three great feasts of Israel: Passover, Pentecost, and Tabernacles. Their ascent was both a physical one, because Jerusalem was up on top of a hill, and it was a spiritual one, because that is where the temple was and God's presence remained. So thus, this means that making modern-day immigration, or Aliyah, has both a physical meaning and also a spiritual meaning to it. The Mosaic covenant was clear that living in the land of Israel was a benefit of walking in obedience to God, and that even after exile, repentance would lead Israel's return to the land. However, the Hebrew prophet spoke of a day when God would sovereignly gather his children back to the land from every nation where they had been dispersed, not because of anything that they had done, but to be a witness of his greatness and to vindicate his name. So the timing was up to him. He would do it, and he would use Gentiles to make it happen. God vindicates his name because his name had been profaned by the sin of the Israelites and their exile from the land. But he would demonstrate his holiness and his faithfulness, whether his children were deserving of it at the moment or not. That the Gentiles are called to assist in this process is amazing, and it's actually a holy thing. In Isaiah 66, verse 20, it describes the act of the Gentiles bringing his people home, so sacred that it's likened to bringing an offering before the Lord. What a wonderful image, depicting the biblical significance of the return of the Jews to their homeland. And we are the privileged generation that are witnessing this, but then also have the opportunity to be involved in it. Through the ministry of the International Christian Embassy, Jerusalem, you too can be involved. In today's show notes, we're going to link to how you can be involved in this great Aliyah. And with that, I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom.
We hope you have enjoyed this episode of Out of Zion with Susan Michael. Be sure to subscribe to Out of Zion now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Pray.com, Salem One Place, Salem Life Audio. Out of Zion with Susan Michael is a production of ICEJ USA, all rights reserved.